Good morning. So today we're going to we're really going to focus on our breathing and make it a more meditative practice today. And what I really want you to do is completely relax down the body, because the more you relax during the process, the more effective the breathing method is, the deeper you get into that primordial state and reconfigure your body systems. So I want to get there. I want to go deep today. Let's go deep. And then we're going to go into a beautiful yin practice just to counterbalance the hard work we did yesterday. That was tough. Let me know how you got on. It was quite a tough practice. We learned some new stuff. I hope you enjoyed it though. And obviously if you like this video, like it, and please subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so let's lie down on the mat. So we're going for an extra relaxation today. So if you want to do this on the sofa or the mat or your bed, let's make this really comfy. 30 big in breaths, 100% of your capacity in, passively out. We're really focusing on the relaxation aspect of both the breathing and the yoga today. This is not a long practice, but I'd really like you to focus and be mindful throughout. Hence why I've gone for a slightly shorter practice today. So breathing in and out. Imagine the breath is like a wave, bringing in fresh relaxation and vitality and taking away tension and stress. Getting into the deepest parts of the body and the brain. Breathing in and out. 10 more. Breathe at your own pace. Make this breathing method suit you. Keep going. Doing really well. 5 more breaths. In and out. Into the belly, the chest. A sip of it in the air, in the head. And then let it go. Okay, big breath in, and then release this breath. And we're going to close down the eyes, and we're going to hold this breath out for 1 minute 30 and really focus on the sensations in the body. Feel the tingling, change in temperature. See the prana, the energy behind the eyes. Feel the effect of hyperoxygenated the blood, changing the alkalinity of the body, really getting into the deepest parts of our primordial body. Shut down the monkey brain, the chatter. Let go of the lists of things you need to do, and just let that lizard brain, the primordial brain, be engaged. Your consciousness. We've done 1 minute together. Well done. If you want to hold your breath for longer, I'll cue you up. And if you need to take a breath before, as usual, that's absolutely fine. Just take your recovery breath and then rejoin. 10 seconds left to go. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recovery breath in. Hold this breath upwards. Force and contract the muscles from the toes up through the sex organs, the stomach, the throat, the head, forcing that cerebral fluid and that breath up into the brain, and release. Beautiful. Let's go on to round 2. We'll do 35 in and out. 35 big belly breaths, waving relaxation into your body. So relax as it comes in, and let go of tension as you let the air go. 100% in. You may feel that by breathing so intensely, you build some tension, and that's during the breath holds, we will let go of that and really focus on the sensations. Really want this to be a very grounding relaxing process today, just to counteract the hard work that we did yesterday. You're doing really well. Keep going. Breathing in and out. In and out. Really intensify any sensations that you're feeling, and imagine you're sending air directly to the areas that have any tension, and you're sending the oxygenated blood to release. We're letting go of the sensation. 5 more breaths. Let go of the sensations that we need to breathe. Okay, and big breath in and let it go, and let's close down the eyes. So I want you to let go of the monkey brain and even the lizard brain, which will say to you, you need to breathe. What your body will realize by itself is that you have fully oxygenated your body, and you have no need to take any more oxygen on board. You can utilize what you've got. So knowing that, you can just relax into the deepest, fully melting into the mat, letting your body do its magic as the oxygen is gradually uptaken by the cells. And fully oxygenating and providing a full 100% blood flow to the deepest part of your brains, which usually only get about 25% of that capacity of blood flow. This process goes deeper than anything else, bringing you mental clarity and defogging. It's just such a beautiful practice. Really enjoy it. We've got 10 seconds left if you want to pause the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold it. Force the root lock, the stomach lock, the throat lock. Push the breath up into the head. Further getting into that deep seat of the brain. Let go of thoughts, let go of daily chatter, and release that breath. Excellent. Let's go into round 3. 35 big belly breaths in. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Waving it in, letting it go. Keep going, you're doing so well. Really force that oxygen in and passively let it go again. Keep going. It's our last round, so let's make these huge breaths. Really intensify the sensations in the body, tingling, lightheadedness, changes in temperature, lights, prana behind the eyes. Really focus on them. Know that your body is essentially rewiring, resetting, going back to its primordial rhythms. Tend to go that in our modern life we often lose connection with. We're reconnecting with our epigenetical past and with our present. 5 more. Keep going. Okay, these are our last 2. This is our last one. And then let all this air out. We're going to hold this breath for 2 minutes. And I can tell you that I relaxed so deeply I forget to cue you up at 10 seconds to go. So with that in mind, just hold your breath. If you want to do the longer breath, hold for as long as you can. And and then just reset the video for the yoga. I really went into a very deep relaxation, which is what I'd quite like you to do. Really focusing on the sensations in the body. Imagine you are pouring like liquid into the mat. You are so relaxed. All tension is gone now. You are just letting go. Feel the relaxation washing over from your toes, up the body, into your head, grounding you, resetting you, relaxing you. You're doing so well. We're nearly there. Really just focus on the sensations behind the eyes too. Looking up between the eyes into that third eye area, the pineal gland. Observing. Big breath in. Hold it. Force this one up. Told you I didn't cue you up. Hold it. Force it upwards. And release. Amazing. Just come back now to nose breathing. Gently breathing in and out through the nose. And just a natural breathing now. In and out through the nose. Come back to your breath. Maintain this relaxed state. Okay, and then roll up to sitting. And we'll begin our yin. It's just a short practice. We're just going to make some nice shapes. Put some flexibility into the body after that strong practice we did yesterday. Okay, so lying back onto the mat, we're going to take the arms, take hold of the elbows above the head. And I want you to take your feet to the left-hand side of your mat and then shuffle your body without taking your bottom. So your arms to the left-hand side of the mat. So we're creating a banana shape with the body, getting a stretch down the right-hand side of the body. If you feel able to, you can cross the right leg over the left to get a more intense stretch. Keeping shoulders on the mat and then breathing. I want both sitting bones on the mat, both shoulders. So the right side is not raising off the mat. So take it to where you can do that while still feeling a stretch but being comfortable. And breathe. Long, slow, nose breathing with the eyes closed down. We're going to try and maintain eyes closed relaxation throughout this practice. Come back to center. And now we'll take the body to the right hand side of the mat and the legs to the right hand side, leaving the bottom, the sitting bones on the mat. If you feel comfortable, take the left foot over the right this time. And we're keeping both shoulder blades on the mat, both sitting bones on the mat, so the stretch is completely down the left hand side of the body. Breathing in and out through the nose, long, slow, conscious, steady breath. Eyes closed down. Breathe into the feeling in the body where you're feeling the muscles are working. Send the oxygen to those areas. If you feel it easing off the stretch, then take it a little bit more. by extending how far the legs or the body are out. Come back to centre. Okay, now take the hands to goalposts and then rock the legs over to the left of the mat. And I want you to take hold of your left leg with your right hand. So this is a twist, passive twist that we do in lots of our practices, but we're holding on to the left foot with the right hand and both shoulders are on the mat. So we do not lift that right shoulder off the mat. And breathe in and out through the nose. Each out breath, you may feel that you can just get a bit more twist into that spine. We're gazing while the head is turned towards the right shoulder. I have my eyes closed down. I find it much easier to really focus on the sensations if my eyes are closed. Doing really well. If at any point you do feel discomfort, you can ease off. Okay, bring the legs back to centre. We'll take it the other way. So rock the legs over to the right hand side of the mat. Take hold of your left leg. Left foot, with your left hand, and we're gazing over the left shoulder. Good, doing really well. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, come back to centre. And we'll roll up to sitting. And we're going to take our froggy pose. Yin froggy is slightly different to a Kundalini frog. Okay, so we're going to keep the feet out at 90 degrees from the knees. The weight is over your pelvis. So you're not collapsing into the hands. And just take that stance to where you can. You might not be able to come down as far as this. You might be able to come down further depending on how open your groins are. And this, make sure the weight is over the legs, so they are doing all of the work. Keep the feet working, flexed back, so that way you won't do anything funky with your knees, and it'll keep your hips in the right alignment. Even weight in both legs, and just breathe. This is slightly uncomfortable, bear with it, and breathe into it. Really imagine you're sending the breath to any discomfort. And you'll probably find that over the course of these breaths, you can just go a little bit further. You're doing really well. Keep going. Okay, carefully come out of that, bring the knees together. Okay, we're going to do half butterfly. So bring the right foot into the left groin, and we're just going to simply fold over that left leg. If you can take hold of your foot, that's great. If you can't, that's fine. Take hold of anywhere else on the foot or the leg, or you can use a strap. No tension in the body or the arms at all here. We're just folding over that leg. So the only work really is in the lower back, getting a slight twist in the spine, and in that left leg. The left foot is working, facing the ceiling, and so is the knee, so we don't do any twisting in the leg. And breathe. Just breathe into the sensations in the back of that hamstring. You're doing really well. Okay, come up. We'll change legs. So this time the left foot is going to come into the right leg, right thigh, sitting up tall for your sitting bones, and then fold over that right leg. And what I'd like you to do again is no weight in the body. It's literally gravity taking its course. If you can, hold on to your right foot, which is flexed back, knee pointing upwards, that's good. And if you can't, that's also good. You can just hold on to it anywhere on the leg or take a strap. Make the practice work for you. Just breathing into the sensations in that leg and the hamstring. Just enjoy the motion. Again, like all the yin postures, you may find that as you breathe, you can take it a little bit further. Just listen to your body as you go along. You're doing so well. Keep going. Okay, come up to sitting. And spin those legs around behind you. Turn the toes under and we'll just push up to a downward dog. We're not going to hold this for long. Just get yourself comfortable in your dog. So pushing up through the hands. Don't collapse into the shoulders, even weight in the hands. Heels turned out slightly and feet hips width apart. No weight in the head. A beautiful V position, not a C, remember. You're getting photobombed by Macy, who's not at nursery today. She has no concept whatsoever of me doing videos. Okay, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bring the right knee to the floor. And we're going to take hold of the right knee with the left hand. So we're twisting across the body. This is a twisted dragon. So looking over the left shoulder, what I do to save any stress on that knee that's on the floor is I roll over the kneecap, so the kneecap isn't taking all the stress, and the left knee is slightly turned out and the weight is on the blade of the outside of the foot. Don't collapse into that right shoulder. There's a lot going on. Keep breathing. Okay, step back to your downward dog. Well done. Breathe here. Okay, then step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, the left knee to the mat, and take hold of the left foot with the right arm, looking over the right shoulder, bringing the left leg in towards the bottom. Weight is on the outside blade of the right foot, and the knee you've rolled over so it's not taking all the brunt of the work. And if it's not comfortable, you can put a blanket rolled up underneath that knee to take some of the pressure, not sinking into that left shoulder. Here she comes again. Need to get her a job. Keep going. Okay, step back to your downward dog. Well done. That was one of the trickier ones that we'll be doing today, in terms of how much is going on across the body. Okay, then roll the body forward. Come to, it's called seal pose in yin, but we know it as cobra pose. Take the head back if it's comfortable, so we open out the thyroid, parathyroid. If it's not, keep the head and neck in line. Push up through those shoulders so you meet the mat with the hands rather than collapse into them. And relax the belly down towards the mat, taking that back bend. Such a beautiful opening of the front body. Just really enjoy it. Breathing into the sensations. And it's slightly mildly uncomfortable to breathe deeply with the head back like this. But it's very, very good and stimulating for that thyroid, parathyroid, which will then in turn stimulate your metabolism. So keep going. You're doing really well. Okay. Then bring the legs out in front of you. And roll onto the back. Now, you've got options here. You can either take the feet up the wall, just keep them up at 90 like that. There's an inversion. Or you can come into snail pose with me. So we're going to take the bottom up high. You can use your hands for support for the lower back. Or you can leave the hands long along the mat for support. And we're bringing the knees to the ears, the feet to the floor. Snail pose. You can keep your feet bent up or you can bring them to the floor. And I'm trying to get the knees towards the floor and just close to the head. If this is just too much, then just do the simple feet up the wall pose. We just want that inversion, but this is also getting a really strong glute and back stretch. And cervical spine. Remember, in this position, never ever twist the head because the cervical spine is getting an extreme stretch there. Okay, roll back down vertebra by vertebra. Take hold of those knees, rock them from side to side. Excellent. You're doing really well. And then roll up to sitting. And we're just going to finish this practice with a child's pose. So you can either do a knees together child's pose for the lower back, or for that mid-back thoracic spine area, you can open the knees, keep the feet together, and take that extended child's pose. That's my preferred. A few years ago, I had a disc out in my thoracic spine from childbirth. And I find this version of child's pose really gets into that area for me. But if you have any lower back issues, then keep the knees together, and that version of child's pose will really help you. So choose which one you want to take and do the one that suits you the best, or do a combination of both. The forehead is gently resting on the mat here with no weight in the head at all, and the arms just extended forwards, not forcing anything, just getting that gentle heart opening as you collapse towards the mat. Fabulous compression in the hips and a stretch in that lower spine, all along the spine actually. It's quite beautiful. Child's pose seems so passive, but there really is a lot going on. And the compression in the organs, like with the body into the knees like this, is very, very good for the digestive system too. It's quite nice to lie like this if you've had a heavy meal, and it will help your digestion. Okay, amazing. Meet me sitting at the front of the mat. Cross those legs. Bring your hands to your heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the divine light within you guide your way on. From my heart to yours, Sat Nam, Namaste, Waheguru. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that and you're feeling very zen and relaxed. I need to introduce a bit more zen into this dog's life. Tomorrow will be day 15 and we're going to do a very nice Kundalini Kriya to raise energy. Because it's the weekend, so it's going to be shorter than our usual practice, sort of 20 minutes max on the mat. Just so you've done something, you've got moving, you've got the energy for the weekend. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow and stay safe.